The people of Niamina West on Saturday, November 7th, decided on who becomes their new Member of Parliament. The Gambia Democratic Congress, backed by the UDP, locked horns with President Barrow's National People's Party in the highly contested election. Yero Jallow of the GDC and Birom J.S. Sow from NPP both casted their votes in Sambang, and they both had a lot to get off their chests. Speaking to the media shortly after casting his vote, Yero Jallow expressed his disappointment with the Independent Electoral Commission following allegations that they allowed the NPP to campaign outside of specified period.
I am a little bit disappointed, good about the IEC. The reason is, IEC said campaign should have stopped at on the 5th, 12 midnight on the 5th. So yesterday we had this, we have information that the NPP guys were going around campaigning at midnight, around night, in the night time. So I called the IEC CEO, Mr. Sambujang. I called him and I gave him the report. What he told me was, look, we cannot stop them. We cannot stop them. The thing is, we are stopping the usage of PS system. I told Mr. Sambujang, that's not what you said. Then it means IEC don't understand the language that they put on paper. The language that you said, campaign should stop on the 5th. So in any form, telephone campaign, house-to-house campaign, rally campaign, or whatsoever should have been stopped. So when I gave him this info, when I reported this matter to him, this is what he responded to me. I was so disappointed, and knowing that we cannot do nothing to that, our people were home. Then everybody said, okay, since that is what they said, then we also have to go out and campaign. So our people went to Nana. They were patrolling, talking to people and things like that. So they came across, they met Sidi Njai. When they met Sidi Njai in there, he was so panicked. That was Sidi Njai. So he called, because my guy had only one car, so he called a reinforcement from NPP. They brought about 5 pickups. A lot of people. They are not even people from Niamina. They attacked my people and they stabbed one of my lad. That was serious. And nobody causes it. IEC is held responsible because they should have stopped when I gave them the report, but they refused. They said they cannot do nothing to that, and the language they put on paper was campaign should stop on the 5th. Right? But when they are going out campaigning and we give them the information and they said we cannot stop them, it means then they are lying to the people.
My question is regarding the electoral body. Now, if IEC is saying that campaigning should stop today, right, and next day they are telling you a different thing, are you concerned about conflict of interest?
I definitely yes. Definitely yes. I am concerned about conflict of interest because this is what did not they promise us. It is either they are sidelining or they don't understand the language that they put on pen on paper. Because what they said is campaign should stop. They didn't say the usage of PS system should stop, but they said campaign should stop on the 5th. My people were home. Everybody was home. We respected the law. We respected what they said. We were home, but they were applying all over, from one village to another, from one house to another, bringing articles, giving people money and things like that. So when I got this information, I called them. So in fact, he was a bit harsh to me when we were talking on the phone because I insisted, look, this is not what you said. This is not what you said. What you said was campaign should stop. Campaign in any form, whether it's telephone call, whether it's a rally, whether it's house to house, should have stopped because this is what you said. You should have spelled it out clearly that the usage of PS systems should stop on the 5th. But you didn't say all that. We all understand the language, or unless IEC didn't understand the language that they put on paper.
In the event that you lose, would you accept?
Of course I will accept, but I can assure you that would never happen.
What makes you feel so confident that you 100% will?
Yeah, the reason is Niamina West is a GDC stronghold. We've been winning all elections in here. We have 2 parties in here, that is the GDC and the UDP. So the UDP leaning their support on the GDC, that's going to be hands down.
NPP's Birom Sow, on the other hand, maintained a victory was certainly his and will not be swayed by the allegations and propaganda coming from the Gambia Democratic Congress. Sow reiterated that his mission is to bring development to the people of Niamina West, and that is exactly what he is calling for.
There was never a campaign yesterday. It's propaganda. I was throughout in my house yesterday. Have you seen me anywhere outside?
What about
They were all on their base because we were together. It's false and it's propaganda.
Mr. So, I just want to ask a follow-up question because up until yesterday, there has been so many allegations from both sides. Now, they're accusing the NPP of actually trying to buy votes from the people of Niamina. How do you respond to that?
Thank you underlining that word, accusing. So, we is an accused.
There is no truth to it.
For so, there is no truth. It's an accused.
Are you hopeful for victory?
Yeah, thank you very much. I am 100% hopeful for victory. Victory is mine today.
Victory is mine today. In the event that you lost, will you accept?
Yeah, we are the government per se, and the policies are there. For so we have to accept the policies. We are online with IEC policies.
What makes you very confident that you will win today?
Yeah, thank you very much. The Niamina people are rallying behind me 100%. The Niamina people are showing that they are today with His Excellency President Adama Barrow and his agenda, that is the NDP, and that they are there behind the NPP party to see that we take this country to the highest level.
While allegations were heard from both sides of the coin, staunch supporters of both the GDC and NPP had this to say.
Honorable, here you are today supporting the GDC candidate vying for the position of National Assembly member in these by-elections. What is your observation of today's elections?
Thank you very much. Well, I just know that the people of Niamina West, they have already decided, and the decision that they have undertaken is not a decision of recent. This has been shown since the presidential election, parliamentary chairmanship, and the council election. So obviously, I have no doubt in my mind that the people of Niamina West will further decide as long as this by-election is concerned, because the information, of course, that they are giving us, the NPP was established based on betrayal, based on desperate and other things that are actually contrary to the national interest or national trust. So obviously such a party cannot just be supported by the ordinary people, because we have seen what the people are encountering here, and the NPP, the government, of course, I would say they have not been doing anything about it. So having them at this material moment trying to fake people by providing certain things for them just to secure the seat, the people, of course, they will take all that they are bringing to them, and at the end of the day, they are going to vote for the GDC candidate.
Election moom amu benn bu easy yëpp a dee tof mu nekk élection bu nga xam ne wax dëgg yàlla NPP as a party ñoom bi is a battle for them. Ñun GDC yàgg nañ di win fii, and this is not the first time winning this Niamina. So we are going to make sure to maintain the seat of the Niamina West, and I'm the yaakaar bu baax ne sooba yàlla nañ ko maintain. And though it was not easy for the past weeks ñu ngi fi di campaign and with the incumbent bu nga xam ne they are putting a lot of resources pour gis ne ñoom tam yónni leen toogu bi, but am nañ hope ne people of Niamina nen make sure ne contrat bu nga ama GDC for 5 years late dem ba so mu génn fa time bi jeexagu mu ñàkk bakkanam foog naa ne 1 year 4 months boobu tam nañ ko jox GDC ñu continuer ko as ci parti bi.
MC campagne bi métti na fu mu nekk ni te wax bi bari na ñëpp a ngee wax side boo dem ñu ngee wax, waaye démba dafa mel ni wax bi dafa dem ba nga xam ne dafa ëppal loxo, parce que wax nañ ne there was an incident boo xam ne jamante paaka am na si. Mun nga ñoo wax dara si loolu?
waaw loolu am na jot na information bi man démb maa ngi nekk si beneen side la nekkoon kër Kaatim suma gars yi colonel ma di ma wax lu xew foofu mu nekk lu nga xam ne am na suñu benn sport boo xam ne sax dañ ko jam paaka su lu ma gars yi wax am na ñoo xam ne tam seen kuula bi nga xam ne nga am glace ak électricité doo dañ ko sasar jël mu nekk lu nga xam ne ndaw yi nga xam ne ñoo fa nekkoon gars yi NPP yi soo déggee kaddu bu gars yi di wax nga dégg seen voice yi nga xam ne ñooy nekkul waa Niamina mun naa waa Kombo leen jël ay criminal leen jël rek from Kombo isi leen fii pour mun a isi yaaxa élection si because NPP daa desperate boo xam ne toogu bi di nga ko win so loolu la gars yi nekk fu mu nekk nii di play kind of game sooyu but at the end of the day lu taxut jiri si dellu gannaaw ñun xam ne yëpp nañ ko gis si yoon bi but am nañ yaakaar ne toogu bi nañ ko jël soobee yàlla.
You know, as he indicated, there are a lot of rumors and accusations. You know, when you lose confidence of winning and when you know that it's certain that you're gonna lose, so what do you
resort to is false allegations and those kind of politics. We won't be intimidated by that. And for us, we are used to it. Of course, people will know allegations and accusations. But what we are worried about is once people accuse us of anything and we are found wanting. Besides that, we are not worried about that. We're committed towards the rule of law, and yesterday was cooling day. That's what IEC said, and we respected that as a government. And we are certain that the people of Niamina West will vote for NPP, of course. All of you have been in our meetings, and you saw how people came out to support Birom JSO and to support President Adama Barrow, because this seat has been, occupied by the Opposition Democratic Congress, and they have not done anything. Even needles they have not brought to the people of Niamina West.
Polls were closed at 5 p.m. and on-the-spot counting began. Votes were later officially announced by the chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission, Ali Umar Njai.
Announcement of results. I, Ali Umar Njai, chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission, hereby announce the result returned from the Niamina West constituency in the Jainibure administrative area for the position of National Assembly member of the said constituency, as certified by the returning officer Isa Balde as follows. Yero Jallo, GDC candidate, 805 votes, 805 votes. Birom JSO, NPP candidate, 1,716 votes, 1716 votes. There was one valid vote. This is well witnessed and endorsed by Demba Sabali, agent for GDC, Suare Jabai, agent for GDC, SK Njai, agent for FPP, and Usman Ba, agent for NPP. Therefore, Birom JSO has been duly elected to serve as the National Assembly member for Niamina West constituency. Dated the 7th day of November 2020, signed by Ali Morajai. Thank you very much.
And NPP dips its feet in the political waters as they head to the National Assembly in their first ever election since the founding of the party.
President Barrow dafa nekk ak góor Niamina President Barrow daf fi invest fekk lii amagut fekk seen MPP nekk fi gaañoogut President Barrow nekkut government bi fi nekkoon soo ma defalee ma def la President Barrow soo àndut ak moom te dafa develop sa area dafa develop Niamina balaa lii xew moo tax Niamina ñu ne ñoo yoreel President Barrow bor ñoom ñoo koo fay ñoom President Barrow yorelut leen bor ñoom ñoo ko yoreel Niamina wane nañ loolu Niamina loolu tax pour
lii bu xamudoon ñun fii danañ dee bu xamudoon ñun danañ dee waaye bu nekkoon ne gañe bi gañe wuñ ko ñun ñun danañ dee nañ dee li gars yi doon wax fu ne nii rus nañ xam nañu ne aussi biir daxal na ñun doon nëbbutu feeñ nañ tey feeñ nañ
asalaamaaleykum wa rahmatulahi taala wa barakatuh man maa gën a kontaan man comité waa Kumbañi la waaw dara ngeen jëf waa Kër Malima dara ngeen jëf waa Kër Katim yéen la fay leen ngor yéen kay desu leen gannaaw yéen nekk si kanam Baro lu wax mu ne bii moo nekk taawam te am na taawam insha allahu rabbi yàlla yóbbu ko si kanam yaa barke salatu fatiha Baro kontaan nañ trop am na taawam bi lii la bëggoon mu defal suñu réew mi loolu la wax
put up a very formidable and coherent campaign team that went in all out to ensure that the ideals and ideologies of the National People's Party and that of our president, the party leader, has been understood by the people of Niamina West. And the people of Niamina West, everybody, they are grateful and they have fulfilled the bargain of their side, that the National People's Party is a force to be reckoned with, and that this is litmus test, and it's a referendum that 2021 His Excellency President Adama Barrow and the NPP will be victorious. Remember, there are a lot of pundits, there are a lot of people who are political experts, who one way or the other have predicted that the National People's Party will win due to a lot of factors. Of course, the downturn Tamasis continues to feel doubts, but today we have vindicated that the country is all NPP, and that Gambians are really appreciative of the development trajectory of the National People's Party and our leader and the National Development Plan. So we are consoled, we are elated. We want to invite everybody on Monday at the Arch 22, where at the Arch in Banjul, where His Excellency, our party leader, will meet our first elected officials. Of course, our first member of National Assembly and our first elected councillor from Kerjarga ward. So we've defeated them in both elections. The GDC, the UDP combined. You know, politics is not a chip and it's not a child play. Politics means serious business, and we mean serious business. Today, we are committed. We also want to, of course, congratulate the Gambia Democratic Congress for participating, and also all the other parties, the UDP and the APRC as well, for both Niamina and Kerjarga. This is politics. You know, it's about numbers. You have more numbers than you will win. We have more numbers than all these parties combined. So you've seen the results. We've sent them into the deep of the Atlantic Ocean. So that is it. We are happy today.
Sadio Brito, Niamina West, CRR.